show, it's time to do this. Go back over in the zone. We're still stuck, the media road. Free to go, let's rock and roll. Packers pride, let's take control.
I turned the loop off earlier too. But anyway, dude, that is such a banger song, dude. That's such a good song. It really is. But anyways, everyone, welcome to the Matt Ramage Show, presented by the greatest gas station of all time. Dude, Jimmy, I have an idea for a video for Quick Trip, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think we should have a Glazer like eat off, like a Glazer eating contest. Nah, well, I won't be in it.
Okay.
I would dominate, bro. I would kill. All right. But like
I'd be Joey Chestnut when it came to Glazers.
Yeah, I would be like the host. I could be like Drew, what's his name? Anyways, a host.
Carey?
Yeah, Drew Carey. That's the first one that popped in my head. You know what I mean? But he's a good host. No, I could be the host, and then we'd find two people to see who could eat the most amount of Glazers in like 10 minutes. And they would just go after it. They'd get a prize too.
All right, what do you think you could eat? How many could you eat in 10 minutes?
I could, there'll be boxes left.
Now you're not even talking like the Sixers. You're talking a full dozen, dozen boxes.
Yeah, I'm talking. The boxes are 6-packs.
Okay.
And I'm talking. Yeah, there's gonna be some boxes. You're gonna have some recycling. You know what I mean? I don't know if you can recycle the boxes. I don't think I ever do. I'm not sure if you're supposed, because you know that Glazer. But the thing is, like the thing about Glazers, if you eat it, there was a story I think I saw. Someone was eating Glazer. I don't know if it's a Quick Trip Glazer, but they got pulled over and a cop thought it was meth on the floor. Like, no, I was just pounding down Glazers, bro.
Quick Trip Glazers, damn near meth. Honestly, those things are
they're really good. Anyways, I think that'd be a good idea. I just had to find two people that want to have a Glazer off, you know what I mean? Who can get it done?
I do. I feel like you have to do this now. That'd be a good video.
I think I just have to find someone. Anyways, what is up, everybody? Jimmy, how you been? How was your weekend?
Man, Packers won, so it was a good weekend.
Yeah.
We had my daughter's birthday party on Saturday, and then we had the Packer game Sunday. So it was a good weekend, because I would have said it was a terrible one if we lost. So I'm glad it did not ruin my daughter's birthday for me. Because
like, thanks, LaFleur.
Yeah, I'm taking all her presents away because I'm in a crap mood.
Unreal. Was the birthday party before or after the game?
Day before. I can't. My wife has ran the idea by me of doing it on the same day as a Packer game, and I was like, that's fine as long as you know I will not be involved in this birthday party if the Packer game's on. Yeah,
these 3 hours ain't gonna happen for you.
Yeah,
but all right. Speaking of the Packers, how did you? First of all, happy birthday to your daughter, and thanks for the invite. You know what I mean? I would have dressed up like a clown or something. You know what I mean?
I've had people say that to me before, like, "Oh, thanks for the invite." Like, they were half serious, and I was like, "Guys, I don't even want to be at a kid's birthday party, and it's my child, so I'm not going to make other people come to it."
There is nothing I ever want to be at. Anybody who thinks about inviting me to something, if I come, it was not like, oh, I can't wait to go to this thing. No matter, it could be great. Even when I go to Packer games, I'm like, got to get up. I got to get motivated. Got to get going. I don't want to go nowhere ever. So don't invite me now. Even like I always say this, like if I'm hanging out with someone and they're like about to get married, like I'll stop talking to them. Like, don't invite me to stuff. You know what I mean?
They ask you to be the best man. You just walk out and never speak to them again.
Yeah. I've said no before to that. I'm like, no, I'm not that good of a man. I don't need to be getting my ego all twisted. I'm good. Whoever else got it, the second fiddle. No, but I don't want to go to stuff. Anyways, Packers beat the Colts. All right. I got like fruit flies over here. I'm in my basement. But how'd you feel about this game? We talked last week about like our bold predictions. I forgot what they were. I'm gonna write them down this week. Yeah. So I actually know what they are. So that
I remember one of mine. I was half right. I said 5 sacks, and I'm pretty sure I put the dumb caveat of like in the first half.
Yeah.
Almost. We finished with 8. So like I got the part of getting a lot of sacks right. I just I got a little too big for my bridges and thought we could get 5 in the first half of the game.
But you seen the sacks coming though. You were like, I know we're getting sacks on this team because you're smart.
You know, blind squirrel finds a nut, man. That's all it is.
They do. I want to get to some of these comments. What's up, Ron Talk Sports? All right, it's Vikings week, and it's time to shut them up. You know that, dude. Good evening, gents. Happy birthday to your little lady, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Get to one more. Always great when the Packers win and the Bears Cowboys lose. Go Pack, go. Caleb Williams equals them. We're gonna talk about all that, but but like let's talk about this defense. All right, 8 sacks. That's just ridiculous. And I didn't even realize that when I was watching the game. I was live streaming during the game, and then like afterwards, everyone's like 8 sacks, and like I'm sure they're talking about it on the whatever the TV, but I was counting. But I knew the defense was playing well. I was like, this is fun. Because dude, when the Packers do well, doing live streams is so easy. Like, the first live stream ever was when they played the Saints week 1, whatever year that was. That was
they just got
game stream.
demolished.
And it was just me the whole time, like, you never know. I'm trying to be positive. Like, I was so bad. I don't know who's watching, but shout out to you if you were. But but like this defense, they were all over the place. And like, can they continue it? Because a lot of Colts offensive line, whatever. But like, I think it's weird. I said the Packers were gonna beat the crap out of the Colts, right? And I said that, and everyone's like, "Oh, you're a little optimistic, a little too much homer." They're gonna win. Like they weren't like saying that they were gonna dominate because no one thought the Colts were great, but people were saying like, "Oh, it was stupid." And then when they win, and I'm like, "Yo, the Packers beat the crap, 8 sacks, this and that." Like, well, it was the Colts, they suck. Well, like, yeah, but like no one really was saying that before. They were saying that the Packers, I think that people thought it would be close or whatever, because both teams, like a lot of people thought, aren't good. I have more faith in the Packers than the general public.
Yeah.
So like, and it was the Colts.
Naturally.
Dude. Did you watch any
Colts
of these games?
Last week was the Titans.
Oh yeah, I mean the Titans. I'm saying the wrong word. But have you watched like Levis? Like I had no faith in him at all, ever.
And I called him Levi's for a whole game. So.
Yeah, I didn't even know his name. I had to learn it, and he's not good. I mean, I don't hate the guy, but like I feel like I go hard on him. But like he's probably a good dude, but he sucks at football. That's just what it is. And like
it's bad when your coach looks at you and is like, "What the F are you doing?" Like that's
I'm not sure that the Titans know what to do though, because like they got rid of Willis, and like Willis, if he didn't, I think it is all about location for people. I think if Patrick Mahomes got drafted by the Bears, you wouldn't really know him too much.
Yeah,
like he would be a memory. I think he'd probably still be in the league, but they want to know what to do with him. So like you go to a team that knows how to handle a quarterback, and it's good. I'm not sure that people said, well, if Levis came over here instead, then it would be the same thing. I'm not sure, dude. I watched that dude. That dude, he panics.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't like getting sacked, but he got 8 of them, because that's why what they said. Hey, no more yeeting the ball over your head. Just take the sack. They're like 7 sacks in. Like, hey, not that many.
Go back to the grenades. He just starts chucking them.
At least you got a chance. No one will catch that. No, but what do you think about all that?
Man, it's one of those things, just like you, is I was very confident going in this game, especially how Malik Willis looked against the Colts, who in my mind are a better team than the Titans. And then we've seen the defense step up against them, going against a worse quarterback. I don't know. I was very confident. And with Levis, to your point too, if he was on the Packers and he was put in this situation as Willis is, would he do as good as Willis? I don't know. I don't want to give him that credit yet based on anything I've seen, but it's just, like you said, the destination you go to matters. And Malik Willis coming here for 2 games, honestly, one, saved his career because he was a 3rd stringer on the Titans. That's where you go to die. And now there's a real chance a team looks at him and thinks, or even when his contract's up, a trade will probably this offseason will probably be too far-fetched in my mind. But after his contract's up with the Packers, like he really probably earned himself another spot on a team based on these 2 weeks he was with the Packers so far. So, or 2 games he played with the Packers. So I don't know, man. I had all the confidence. The team looked great. Defense stepped up. Offense, the cool part too, the run game was there to some extent, but Willis was making some throws, man. So
yeah, it was
a great win.
Oh yeah, it was. I feel like Matt LaFleur is just like he's a genius. Maybe, I don't know. He like it all matters about it's not just him. It's Clements. It's that staff or whatever, but like to have him ready and then not put him in positions to fail. Like even like he threw it deep, but they weren't just like slinging it all around. They were like pick your spots or whatever. And credit to him too, because he's smart. He wasn't being Levis. He wasn't having guys on the other team dance in the end zone after he throws a pass. Dude, that Jair Alexander interception, oh, that was like that. I love that so much. Like, dude, that and just for Jair too, like all this stuff. I feel like this year he's hyped up every interview. Anyways, I'm kind of going all over the place. But the point is, the Titans suck. They're not going to win a lot of games this year.
No,
not.
Definitely not. How surprised were you on that little pass out to, it was like a swing route to Jaden Reed, and he clearly dropped the ball, and the second later Snead comes over and just slams him to the ground without a penalty? Were you surprised that was a no call?
Yeah, I was. And I remember like people in the chat were like, we're all talking about it. But the refs this year, like, I don't know. They're so unpredictable. They're all over the place.
Oh, yeah. If you're going to do that, I just like, that's fine. We can be aggressive. I immediately looked to my dad. I was like, we need to put Malik Keith in because he's like our crazy person on offense. I was like, and just have him block Snead on a couple plays and just, slam him to the ground here and there before the whistle. I don't really care. But that's what my mind was like. If they're going to do it, you might as well let Malik Keith do some crazy stuff for a couple plays.
And that's what I said now that I remember, because I said, like, I don't like to like complain about flags and be like, that should have been a penalty because it seems like whining. But like they're calling it, that's how they call it in the NFL today. Yeah. So like you'd like it to be called for when it benefits you. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I know. That's what I said to him too. I was like, if it was the Packers, like Jair did that to somebody, I'd be screaming it's a great no call. But since it happened on offense, that's what I was like, that's a penalty.
It depends. Like, it depends whose team it is. Dude, I want to talk about that last comment though. I want to talk about that. That one got in my brain a little bit. Whatever. I can't see it now. It's gone. But basically saying like Malik Willis, like Jordan Love couldn't do that. Dude, Jordan Love has proven already. And I think it's probably like a Bears fan or Vikings fan just trying to troll a little bit. But like I've seen people talk about this, like, oh, maybe there's a quarterback controversy. There's not a quarterback controversy. There's no question. Jordan Love is, first of all, not to mention the money they just paid him. What he did last year, and they were going down there doing some stuff. They're playing a tough Eagles team. And, dude, I have no doubt Jordan Love's, whenever he comes back, he's going to light it up. There's no quarterback controversy. No, I guarantee inside that building, there's nobody even thought of it. Only place it comes from is probably on Twitter, maybe Facebook. Yeah, Facebook too. But
yeah, 100%. Like the reason Malik Willis has so many open throws right now is because, not to be mean to Malik Willis, defenses don't respect him yet. You know what I mean? Like Jordan Love's in that game. The goal isn't stop Josh Jacobs. The goal is to figure out how to shut down Jordan Love. And we saw week 1 against the Eagles, a much better team than we played these 2 weeks on a terrible field for both teams. He was still lighting it up. Yeah, he had an interception, but he was still making plays. Like there's no. It, like you said, it has to be, it's trolling at this point. Anyone that does that for the benefit of the doubt. So I don't think mean things about you in my mind. I just think they're a troll. They're a troll.
Yeah. They're trolling, yeah, but that one got me a little bit. You know what I mean? It sunk in a little bit. But all right. So talking about Malik Willis, people are asking. All right, this isn't my question, and I actually saw Aaron Nagler, Corey Banke, shout out to them. She's at TV. I was watching them earlier. They talked about this too, so I'm stealing. No, but people were asking me yesterday. Do you think Malik Willis would be used in any type of like Taysom Hill situation when Jordan Love comes back? Are they going to get him on the field at all? What do you think?
Oh, that's a good question. No, with Matt LaFleur, man, anything is possible. I could see him being a weapon down in the red zone. We saw this week they did the run options and he pulled it and got that touchdown for our first one of the game. He's a weapon with his feet, so I could see them maybe throwing a play in just to have him go in and just have that extra dynamic in there. I think if we do something like that, it's very rare throughout the season, just pulling it out at like a crunch time. I don't expect it to be close to what the Saints do with Taysom Hill, where he's in like damn near half the game. I think it'll be much, much more minimal, maybe like 3 plays all season. But with Matt LaFleur, everything's open.
Yeah, like I was saying, but I don't think that they would take Jordan Love off the field for it.
Yeah.
But like I could see them, especially if injuries happen at running back, where they like have him not like play running back, but like be a guy like because if he tossed it to him, he could throw it, he could run
Mhm.
it. Like he's a weapon like that. I don't think that they would take Jordan Love off the field, but and I feel like they have enough weapons where they're like, we don't have to get crazy. We don't have to get all magician-y. We
Yeah.
have Jaden Reed. We have
Yeah.
Jordan Love. Just throw it to Jaden Reed or
Yeah.
Wicks or Watson. We have all these guys. But like if later in the season, maybe there's some injuries, maybe they had like you said, sparingly, and they have it up their sleeve, and then in a situation, you see him trot out there at running back, dude. I think that'd be slick. I like that. Like that the running back throws.
Yeah.
Anytime I see a running back throw the ball, I don't know, something happens inside me.
Tell me more, Matt.
I love it.
Tell me more.
I love it. And when another team does it against my team, I don't like that at all. Like when the quarterback throws it to the wide receiver, like New England did this years ago, not against Packers, but and then they try. I don't like that when it's against my team, but like when
Yeah.
it's someone else's team, I love that. Dude, go crazy, dude. Fake everything.
To your point, one of the teams that it hurt against us was I guess it wasn't a trick play like that, but the Niners, Jimmy Garoppolo's it was Trey Lance's rookie year. They did that same thing where it was like red zone. They pulled him out, put Trey Lance in. And it's one of those things where it's like, he's going to run the ball and still score it on us. It's one of those. I want to do that to other teams. I want to be the team to be like, hey, you know what we're probably going to do, and we're still going to do it to you anyways and score, and then we can talk trash. Because right now I can't talk any trash to the Niners, and it hurts my heart.
Yeah,
I mean, I can, but we can't back it up yet.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up.
That's on me. That's on me.
This is what everyone wants to hear. All right, so let's talk about. All right, what do we got here? We want to. Dude, I talked about a lot of stuff I already wrote about. All right, so let's talk about Matty LaFleur. We talked about a little bit, but like, is this year you think Matt LaFleur wins Coach of the Year? I know it's only week 3, and now like we're gonna see how the year goes. But I feel like Matt LaFleur hasn't been picked in years that he should have been, or at least been more considered. But like this year, if the Packers go on to do good things, starting the season without Jordan Love, getting Willis ready, and playing pretty good football, assuming that they keep it going because they can't like lose like they can't win like 3 more games and be like, yeah, Coach of the Year. But like I assume that they're gonna win some games this year. Do you think this could be the year that Matt LaFleur gets Coach of the Year? And do you think he even cares?
I think so. I think it's kind of every coach wants to win it, like that's their
I would, but I don't know if he does.
There has to be it, whether he's ever going to say it or not. In the back of his mind, he's looking at some of the coaches like, dude, I'm better than you. You guys are bums compared to me. I'm much better. At least I think of it that way. So I think this is the year if it goes according to plan, he should win. Like these 2 games with Malik Willis should, when it all said and done at the end of the season, looking back at it as a whole, that this should be like the thing that gives him just a little bit more to be able to have such 2 great wins for the team. Because if we start 0-3, the rest of your season, especially right now with the Vikings, even though we're going to kick their ass in a couple days or a week or whatever, they're playing pretty well. The Lions are a tough team. Bears suck. They're out of the question. But it's just like it would have been really tough. But he pulled it off with Malik Willis, and even he changed the game plan each week. Like against the Colts, heavy run up the middle. He had added all those motions in too. Against the Titans, runs up the middle weren't working. We had to go to the outside, and Malik Willis still opened it up a little bit, starting the game off with a throw. Like I think he's solidified himself now as easily a top 3. I would say he's better. The only thing until he beats Shanahan's going to be ahead of him. But in my mind, he's just as good, if not better, than Kyle Shanahan right now. But we just have to get that win against him. We already got those win against McVay. So that's he's honestly in the running for top 1 right now.
Yeah, I think if he it'll depend on how the Packers finish, but I expect them to finish strong. All right, so let's talk about finishing. Talk about next week.
Okay.
All right, we got the Minnesota Vikings, Mr. Aaron Jones coming back to Lambeau Field. I'm not going to go to that game. I thought about it, but I'm going to live stream because I think live streaming it is pretty fun. And noon games, you got to get there early. Like when I go to a game, like I like to tailgate. You go to a noon game, I go, gotta wake up early, bro. It's my only day off. You know what I mean?
Drunk at 9:30.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna stream it. But anyways, like, what's your I wouldn't say prediction, but like, what's your feeling going into this game? Because the Vikings are playing better, and I will say this: if the Minnesota Vikings beat the Packers, I will make a video. I will say I will give them props if they can start 4-0, beating the Packers, and they beat some teams, even though there were some situations with some of them. I feel like this is a big test for both teams. The Packers, whether Jordan Love's playing or not, they have to show up because the Vikings are playing great. And the Vikings too, like this is a big game on the road, rival. Are you for real? I think both these teams have a lot to prove, and the Packers are going to win. You know what I mean? But it definitely ain't going to be easy. I think this is going to be one of the bigger rivalry, Viking games in a minute, because the Vikings are notoriously trash. You know what I mean? So, and I'm stunned that they're undefeated. Like I am. Like I said, people ask me, what about the Vikings? Like, we don't want to talk about it. But this is the week they go down. But what are your thoughts on this game?
It's our toughest test by far. So week 1, even if we won the game against the Eagles, it still is kind of like we've seen how week 1 has gone for us in the past, and it had zero impact on our season. Even if we won, it would have been one of those things where it's like, that's great, we won, but it's week 1. Let's not get too excited. Seeing what our defense has done the last couple of days, albeit bad offenses, but that's what you want to see from good defenses, is beat the crap out of bad offense. Yeah. And that's what it did. So like, that's all you can ask for. We're going into a tough test. Sam Darnold's playing pretty well, but again, the teams they played, the Niners are a good team. They were a little banged up for them to, and also Brock Purdy is Malik Willis, just a little bit better. When you have Brian Flores go in, Brian Flores' defense is crazy. Like, all kudos to him. That's not a knock on it. Crazy in the sense of he's going to throw everything at you, and that's going to expose average quarterbacks in a good scheme. That's Brock Purdy. Now that defense is going to be, it's the same defense as last year when we torched them in Minnesota. So that changes a lot of things. Going against a quarterback that's not going to fall for some of the crap that you're going to throw. The Texans struggled against the Colts. The Texans struggled against the Bears. The Vikings beat them. Good for them. And then they beat the Giants, which is not a real team in my mind. So again, they're 3-0, and I give them that credit. But this is the first really real test for both of these teams right now. And Jordan Love coming back, like, it's gonna be a tough match. But I think a lot of people are giving the Vikings too much credit, and the Packers, right now, honestly, I think we're getting the credit we deserve. I don't think we're getting too much because we still have to see what we look like with Love back. But I don't know. Like, I'm not as nervous against the Vikings. At the end of the day, it's the Vikings, and we've seen them go 13-3 and lose in the playoffs in the first round against the fake team as the Giants. So it is what it is. We'll see how it plays out in the game, but I still think we're the better team all around, offense and defense.
Yeah, I think at home, especially, I think it'll be a battle. I think Aaron Jones is going to play very good because how he plays against the Cowboys, right? I feel like that's because it's Texas. That's where he's from. Yeah. It means something. Not that he doesn't play great everywhere, but in Dallas he does play really great, notoriously. And I think coming back to Green Bay, he's gonna play good. Like the defense is gonna have to come to play. I saw you comment about this. He roasted some dude on Twitter.
Oh yeah.
You want to talk about it? You want to talk about it? You want to talk about it? Because I got it.
Yes, I do.
This thing right here. All right. So no hate for this person that tweeted him. All right. So someone tried to troll Aaron Jones a little bit. And I happen to have screenshots. I happen to have those right here. So he said, Aaron Jones going to always be my guy, but come on, your barber effed you up posting that. At some point, you just got to let it go. So people always make knocks on Aaron Jones' hair or whatever. Not me. Couldn't do it. First of all, my hair is gray. So I'm just happy. I'm just happy it's still there. You know what I mean? So Aaron Jones responds, and he says, bro, you paid for a blue check mark and got another man as your profile pic. Some point, you got to grow up. Bro.
You can't be mad at that.
Yeah, you can't be mad at that, dude. And then so this guy come back. He said, damn, AJ, it's like that. I was one of the only Packer fans defending you, dog. I see how it is, though. It was really jokes. Some MFs can't take them. And then I missed the last one. where Aaron Jones said, yeah, you made a joke, then I made a joke. Who's the one getting butthurt here? But no hate for that dude. But like for real, if you make a joke, you gotta be able to let me put this back on. You gotta be able to that's the wrong one. Whatever. Oh no, it's not. Anyways, you gotta be able to take the heat. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
When they come back. And I'm sure the dude's fine, whatever. I just thought it was funny because sometimes
also-
people take shots at players and they don't expect them to respond. When they do
it's not even like you just made the joke. Like he made the joke and tagged Aaron Jones. He tried to make sure he saw it, expecting him to be like, oh, okay, I'll just let this random person say something to me. Like, I'm glad he said something back. I love Aaron Jones still. I hope he loses. I honestly don't. I hope he has a bad game against us, but I still love him. And him going at him was absolutely hilarious. You can't tag a player. Like, that's the one thing too. Unless you're saying something nice, just don't tag a player. Be a jerk online, but you don't have to tag them.
And if they come back at you, dude, and they get you, just own that. I mean, couldn't imagine that happening to me, but no, I wouldn't tag a player talking trash though. But Aaron Jones, all love to him, dude. I don't care. Hopefully he has a bad game. Hopefully it's his worst game this season. And then he flourishes. First of all, he's my fantasy running back.
Yeah.
And I don't usually have rivals on my fantasy football team, but it's a dynasty league. And he was my running back when he was a Packer. What am I gonna do? Trade him? Wouldn't feel right. But hopefully he has a bad game. But yeah, the Packers defense is gonna have to come to play to stop the run. I'm not really worried about. I mean, I'm gonna say I'm not worried about the passing game, but I have faith in Jair. And they need to put Jair. They're just like Justin Jefferson. You and him, you're gonna hang out today. You might as well get to know it. I mean, they know each other, but like just you're gonna be with him all day. I don't know if they're gonna do that. Do you think that Jair will follow him?
I hope so. I feel like you have to. It's been one of the things we've complained about for so long too. And we saw a glimpse of it a couple years ago when he fouled him and really shut him down, did the gritty in his face, really did a great job shutting him down. And even last year, albeit they had a backup quarterback in, I'm pretty sure they're on their like fourth quarterback at this point last year on New Year's Eve, but Valentine and Ballantyne held him to pretty much nothing in that game. So I think you have to have Jair follow him around, especially now too. Like, we have real safeties on the team, so you have some better over-the-top help. So if Jair's there and let's say he does get beat, you have McKinney there to help you out. You have Bullard who's going to just lay a hit on him because that man is a damn missile. So I think they'll have Jair follow him around. At least I think it's wishful thinking because I just always want to see the best player against the best player. And then if you get beat at that point, you get beat. It is what it is. You're the best we had to throw at him. So he's just better at that point. But I still think you got to do it. Give the people what they want.
Yeah, dude. I hope, dude. I hope they're ready because we can't, we can't have Justin Jefferson over here just running around getting crazy. But yeah, I think those are the 2 points: Aaron Jones and Jefferson. I mean, obviously there's other people that can make plays, but like I feel like you limit those two, and that's easier said than done. Just shut down the running back and the number one receiver. You'll be fine.
It sounds like a solid game plan when you put it that way, man. Like it should be pretty easy.
I think you can say it about any game ever. Just don't let it run the ball or throw it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right.
It's always the same talking points. Like, you got to get pressure on the quarterback and you got to stop the best player and you'll be great.
Yeah. It's like, they just do that. And I don't know why they didn't. And then the post-game show, like, I told you. Got to stop the best quarterback. But, yeah. So, you think, so do you have a score prediction or what? Let me grab a beer while you talk. I got Bluetooth headphones. I can hear you.
All right. I think if I'm going to go score prediction, this is the best offense we faced since the Eagles. Sam Darnold's playing well, so I'm not going to completely shut them out like we've been doing against the other team. So I'll say it's definitely a higher scoring game with Love back. Our offense will be clicking. I'm going to say that we get them 33-20. I don't want to be too generous to him. 33-24.
All right, there we go. I like that you kind of delayed it a little bit so I can get back.
Yeah, I got you. It's not because I'm dumb and I was thinking hard.
Yeah, I do think the Packers are going to get in the 30s. especially if Jordan Love plays a lot. Like it depends on that. 'Cause I feel like the offense is obviously operates a little bit differently. But I feel like there's no chance Jordan Love doesn't play. I feel like he was close last year or last week. I feel like they were saving him for this. Like, hey, we'll let him sit out, make sure he's good for the Vikings because the Vikings, divisional game, they're looking good and they want to beat Aaron Jones. But like you mentioned before, that revenge game for Aaron Jones because everyone talked about it. Malik Willis, Titans revenge game. This is like a revenge game for him. Not like revenge. Like I don't know how he feels about the Packers. Like he hasn't told me, but like any player who leaves, they want to beat their old team, and that's their friends over there. Everyone wants to beat their friends.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So yeah, he's gonna come, but
he's one of the nicest people. But I know that man has some pettiness in him, and I think we've seen from him clapping back on someone on Twitter. You have some pettiness, and that's fine. I'm filled.
Dude, I'm all about it, dude.
Yeah, I think it's great, but that makes me worried. Like for the revenge game, he's gonna try to go off. And I mean this in the nicest way. Aaron Jones, don't yell at me like that guy on Twitter. We've seen he likes to fumble, and I could see us getting one this game. I think we're gonna have an Aaron Jones fumble. He does it in big moments. This is gonna be a big moment for him. Packers revenge game at Lambeau. We're about to get a fumble.
And I think like even like Christian Watson was saying how they're like, we don't care if Malik Willis sees it as a revenge game. We're gonna battle for him. I feel like the Vikings players are gonna do the same thing, and they're gonna try to force it. So if the Packers can stop the run, they're probably gonna stick with it longer.
Yeah.
So if you can just manage to stop Aaron Jones, you know what I mean? Good luck. But like if you can do that, I feel like they'll stick with the run longer because.
Well, the good thing about them trying to like step up for him as opposed to us stepping up for Malik Willis is like we have a good team and they suck. So like I don't think we have to be as worried. But
all right, so Vikings getting the L.
Yes. Yeah.
I want to show you something.
All right.
A guy I work with, guy I know, Mr. Laura Maloney, he makes these. So I told him I'm gonna give him a shout out on here. He makes all this he like woodworking stuff. This one right here, I feel like you could murder a person with.
It's a weapon.
Yeah. I'm telling you, that's why I took it. It's like you put your hand, like it's got a little thing, and you just start daggering someone in their eyeball. Bro, the last thing they're seeing is that Brewer logo. That's all.
Some people have concealed carry. You just have that thing around with you everywhere.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Dude, just out there, someone trying to get in my back door.
I'm about to take a picture of this because I'm not gonna lie, I want one of these things. So I'm reaching out to your guy.
All right, so you can go to Snorting Sawdust on Facebook. He can make pretty much anything that you want to be made.
He was snorting something else with that Brewers one, I can tell you that.
But shout out to Snorting Sawdust over on Facebook. They can make all types of stuff. They got keychains. They got all types of good stuff. But there we go. So let's move along. I was supposed to do this earlier, but let's go for the Nicolay Law Player of the Game. I gave mine because I made a video about it. You don't probably see anything that I post because you're a busy fella. But
I was gonna say I don't see much of anything, honestly.
So I'll say mine first since everyone knows. I would say everyone knows. Actually, no, I don't have that on there. But anyways, I got sidetracked. That was something else. But I said the whole defense because this defense came balled out. I was like, you can't pick one player. This defense, like the pressure they got on, the interceptions, like how can you pick one player? So, but who do you got? Maybe you can pick one player.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
I just spice it up a little bit.
You know, if I wasn't I don't have Bluetooth, which I'm regretting now because I would have grabbed this jersey, but I'll knock some stuff over if I do. My player of the game is Tucker Kraft. Like that man is just a blocking machine. He's doing well in the pass game too. Had that guy on him, push him down, gain like 20 yards. Like Tucker Kraft, a lot of the runs that we have, he is involved in a big way. He is cracking people. And a lot of times at the end of that play, whoever he hit is on the ground. So Tucker Kraft, and even too, he's out snapping. He has like double the snaps as Luke Musgrave, who was like the big hype guy coming in. And he's shown dude is a dog. And he's a psychopath in the most nice way possible. He is a psychopath. Ever since that comment about like he hears the breath from the defender go away when he hits him, it's like, oh, you're crazy. You're legit crazy. And that's what you need on a team. So I'm here for it, man. I just want to be on his good side because when the world comes to an end, he's going to be a crazy person in a village just knocking people out.
Yeah, dude. I liked him. First of all, 85. I just like that jersey number.
Yeah.
So if you wear it, I'm probably gonna root for you right away.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, he's like he wasn't supposed to be the number one, and he's getting a lot of reps. And usually that there's a main guy, and then there's like someone who gets like 20%. But yeah, they can't keep him off the field. He's great. But yeah.
Ever since his Instagram story, which I know he got in trouble for, is what this offseason just smoking cigarettes, drinking a Busch Light. I'm like, one of us.
Yeah, he's just that's the thing. Like his social media, he seems like just like a regular dude.
Yeah,
and Musgrave does too. They go out there fishing. They're just like they're doing regular stuff. But
I'm pissed at Musgrave because he posted a picture of him getting this like super nice buck. He's been in Wisconsin for a year and he's gotten a better deer than I have in the 31 years I lived in this damn state. And he's out here just already with a nice buck on the ground. I'm a little butthurt. And I think that's why I picked up Kraft over him.
That's why he's a winner, dude. And you're not.
that's why you're a loser.
Yeah, dude. You're just, you are. I mean, according to hunting, what's the biggest buck you ever got?
I thought it was a doe when I shot it. That's how little those horns were.
You're like, no, it's a buck. Look,
it's a buck. You see that little nub growing in that I probably shouldn't shot this one. That was
you posted it. You posted that thing on like Facebook, and people were like, "That's not a buck." They're like, "Zoom in, bud."
I painted over the spots on it too. I was like, "No, they can't know."
Yeah, I have never shot a deer. I don't hunt, so that makes sense. I've hit some of my truck though.
That's pretty much the same thing, man.
That's why I'm glad. Like I don't hunt, but I'm glad people do. I went hunting once. I just like tagged along, but then I puked and they got mad.
I'm not gonna lie. Half of me sitting in a tree stand is sleeping off the hangover from the night before, and then the second half of the day, I'm trying to focus. But the first half, I'm no good.
Dude, I was like in this tent with this dude, and he's all ready to hunt. And I'm like, yeah. And I had like a bottle of Kessler because I wasn't hunting. I didn't have a gun. And I was like, I'm here to drink, I was like, hey, check this out. I got me a bottle, unscrew it, take a drink. It went down the wrong pipe and opened the door. And then he was so mad. He's like, no deer is going anywhere near us right now. And then he just gave up. We went back to the cabin. And that was the last time I was invited hunting.
I don't know why. You seems like you would help, honestly.
I'm pretty good in the woods. You know what I mean? All right, speaking of woods, all right, that's where bears live. Dude,
great transition, man.
Let's talk about the bears a little bit. First of all, I made a video about the bears. You want to see it?
Yes.
I made a video. Let me find this thing. All right. Okay, I hit it. But here it is. Watch this.
That didn't take too long, did it? 3 weeks, and I was going to say 5 weeks before they jump up. So Bear fans, who we drafting next year? Talk to me, you know what I mean? And then we can go right to the off season where you talk about Caleb Williams winning MVP and Super Bowl stuff again. And then in week 3 next season, you're going to want to fire everybody. You know what I mean? And you probably should. They're not really good.
Because, dude, Bear fans are jumping off. I seen that post on Facebook. Fire everyone. After week 3, after this whole offseason, you got 3 weeks in you? That's it? Like, have a little hope. And I know that's not all Bear fans. That's Facebook. There's dramatic people from every fan base on there. But, dude, like, how can you – first of all, they got to be upset. Like, I saw a stat. It was Aaron Rodgers, Malik Willis, Justin Fields, and someone else. And there was this stat of like, I forget what it was even about, but like Bear fans just got to be so mad because now they realize if they'd have just kept Justin Fields, used their draft capital, beef with their offensive line, doing trades and doing all types of stuff because they had so much, and then you'd have been good. Because Justin Fields and Caleb Williams, you have to assume like they're pretty similar. Like, if you think Fields isn't good, you think Caleb Williams is a really good rookie or whatever, you got to feel like they're like similar to start off. But I think Justin Fields, obviously he's shown he's undefeated over in Steeler land. But Bears fans, they're crumbling. And I'm so excited about it. It's like almost like a second NFL season for me. It's the Packers, and then there's watching Bears fans get all hyped up in the offseason, and then like week 3, they want everyone fired, which they're right. Because the Bears, their franchise, I'm not even sure they're trying. Like, what are they doing over there? Like, they have no idea. It's fun to watch, but at the same time, you know, you don't feel bad. But you got a little bit. I don't feel bad. First of all, it's a choice. All right.
Yeah.
You come to the bright side for a different team. I mean, I don't want bandwagon fans, but I'm saying at some point, like, you have to be like, dude, are you guys trying? Like, I'm not gonna spend all this money on this stuff if you guys ain't even trying.
It's that like meme where you're poking the dead thing on the ground, like do something, like move.
Yeah, dude. Like, I feel like it seems pretty simple. Like, just get your offensive line right. And then, and Bear fans, you know, they come at me like, yeah, all you do is talk about us. Like, dude, you're a train wreck. Yeah, like when you drive by like a car accident, you look like it's embarrassing. At this point, you're embarrassing the whole NFC North. You know, the Lions got it together. Took a while, but like they came around like, all right, we're gonna try now. You know, the Vikings are up and down. Like they're undefeated now. They'll probably, you know, lose 10 games. They start off well sometimes. It's like a one of those roller coasters, you know. It's fun at the beginning. Once you go around that curve, it's all downhill and screams, and then your girlfriend leaves you after that because you cried. But so what are your thoughts on the Bears?
I think my favorite part about this is everyone's gonna think like it's gonna get to the point now where, like you said, it's fire everybody. Towards the end of the season, when they still suck, they're gonna think it's gonna be fine. After we get rid of this coach and we bring in a new person and like we're going to fix everything, which I don't know if you've looked at other teams. It never turns out well when you bring in a rookie and then immediately fire everybody that coached him for a year. And then you delay, like look at Trevor Lawrence. You start off with Urban Meyer, like the worst situation you could be in, had a little bright spot with Doug Peterson 1 year. And now they're 0-3 again. And everyone's like, you got to get him a new coach. Like Mitch Trubisky, Justin Fields, they did the same thing with all of them. It's like, oh, it's fine. We're going to revamp everything. Baker Mayfield, same thing with him. Looking great in Tampa Bay right now. Like when you have a rookie and you just start firing offensive coordinators and head coaches right away for him, it doesn't turn out well. So it's just, like you said, it's a car wreck. And I'm unlike car wrecks where you stop and watch, like, this is great. Like, obviously, I'm not doing that for car wrecks. I'm doing that for the Bears. Of just like, hey, another car, hit it. Just you want the semi now to come in and just hit the Bears. Like, you gotta get that final death blowing.
I thought at first I was like, that's how you look at car wrecks.
Yeah, I get out of the car, are like, I pull out a lawn chair and just do this. Just watch.
Yeah, because I see a car wreck, I just like, oh, I hope they're all right. I feel like there's like bad voodoo there if you don't like say something in your head.
Oh yeah,
like
I realized
someone's
once I
just
said
gonna
that I was
slam
like,
into you.
Yeah,
Look
at
at them.
You said that wrong. I did not mean I don't watch car wrecks like that. Bear wrecks, I do.
Even if I see someone like on the side of the road with their hood open, I always like say something like, "Oh, I'm glad it's not me." Like, good luck, bud. You know what I mean? Like, I always try to give them little positive thoughts as I'm zooming.
I know. I always say if I knew something about cars, I'd stop, and it makes me feel better about just zooming by them.
Oh yeah, like what am I gonna do? Stop and look at it with them?
Yeah. All I can say is like, "Hey, did you check your gas tank?" Like,
yeah. Do you have a cell phone? You can use my phone. That's about all I can do for you. But yeah. So like, but so we talked about the Bears, talked about the Vikings. What about the Lions? Because this division, I feel like is going to be close. Come to the end, like we're going to see how long the Vikings can hang on. Like I feel like they're like, you know, like a kid walking out in the deep end.
Yeah.
Let's see how that goes when they get out there. But you think what's your thoughts on the Lions?
They're a good team. They lost to the Buccaneers. That was the revenge game for them, since for the Buccaneers, at least knocking them out of the playoffs the year before. Losing to them kind of makes sense. The Cardinals are a sneaky good team, so they handled their business where they needed to. We just saw the Cardinals destroy the Rams, so having them slowing down that offense was a big deal. They're a good team. They're no different from last year, a team that we can beat, which we did. I don't want to say easy, but we did pretty handedly on we did easily on Thanksgiving. So they're a good team, but I just still think there's too many questions. Like, you're relying on Jamison Williams as your second receiver who hasn't had a great week since week 1. Like, your run game's good. I'll give you that. Your center has a torn pec. So I can't talk sometimes, man. Your center's hurt. Your center has a torn pec, so that's going to linger through the season when he comes back. So it's just they're a good team, but it's nothing I think they're a better team than us. I think it will be a tough game if we meet them in the playoffs, but nothing where I think like, oh, they're the better team that should beat us.
Yeah, to me, the Lions are good, but they're nothing special. Like,
exactly,
they don't like overly impress me. I think the NFC's got some tough teams. I think the Lions are going to do well. I think it's to be a battle till the end. Not that I think they're chumps, but they're not like a team where I'm like they're scary. Like, ooh, what are we going to do? Like, I feel like by the time we meet them, Jordan Love's all, Jordan Love in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he could. All right, so let's keep her moving here. All right, we got our bold drunken takes. I'm gonna make music for that. So it's like when I do that.
All right.
That's what the
like
good
a Mario mushroom up power. That's what that reminded me of.
Kind of. I don't know if I'll do it the same way. Because, anyways, but what's your bold drunken take?
My bold drunken take. Kenny Clark is going to go from 0 sacks on the season to 3 in one game. Mr. Kenny Clark is going to destroy the interior of the offensive line, who is the worst interior in the NFL. I think I don't want to be too spicy on your show. A person that's in Packers Twitter, not the biggest fan of him, Peter Bukowski put out there that we're facing the 3 worst offensive lines back to back with the Titans last week, Rams this week, Vikings this week, Rams next week. So we saw everyone else on this defensive line feast. Kenny Clark always steps up against the Vikings. I think he's going to shut everyone up. Who people on Twitter like, I think we should have a conversation about Kenny Clark. The conversation should be how good he is, because he's still really damn good. So I think he's jumping back 3 sacks, and he's back, baby.
There will be no Kenny Clark slander on the Matt Ramage show.
None at all.
Yeah, I've seen that too. We're gonna have a conversation about this and this and that. I think, no, we don't need to have a conversation. We'll be all right. I think it's hard to get the stats. How good a player is off the stats. And I'm not no film watcher, so I'm not gonna act like I went and watched film and like, oh, this is what Kenny Clark was doing. Like, I don't know, but Kenny Clark, first of all, he's been on my podcast like 4 times. I love the dude. I'm actually going to get his jersey tomorrow. Yeah, because I'm going to rep that thing. I was like, dude's been on my podcast 4 times. Like, I don't even have his jersey. But anyways, I think he's a great player. Like, is there a train by you, bro?
There is, yeah.
Yeah, I can hear the train.
I did not think it was gonna cut in.
It's all good, but like that reminded me of like my old house when I would just be like doing whatever. Not this.
Dude, I live in the boonies. I got like 3 tracks all by me right now.
Yeah, it's just a train just giving up. People are working, they got stuff to do. Anyways,
I told you before the show I was gonna get hit by a train to get money. That's the train.
Yeah, that's the train. You're like, no, I wasn't just saying it. I got a game.
Yeah, I planned this out. I'm gonna have shoulder pads
Tuesday. But I forgot what I was talking about. But
Kenny Clark.
Kenny Clark, dude. Yeah, he's good. Like, just be patient, Packer fans, and calm down. Every time like a guy like isn't just like doing like exactly what people want to do, like, oh, we need, this and that. Like, dude, just calm down. This defense is playing well. Kenny Clark's a baller, like you said. This week, let's get some sacks. All right, so what's my bold? I didn't really think of one, so I should have. But I will say, Jordan Love comes back and just lights it up, like 4 touchdowns. I don't know if that's like a drunken take, because I feel like that's
just a Jordan Love take.
Yeah, that's just
you might as well say he breaks the record and does like 8 touchdowns.
Yeah, no, but I do feel like if he plays, which I think he's going to ball out. First of all, he missing 2 games. It's a rival. He probably hears a little bit of chatter, probably not a lot, because I'm doubting he's dialed in on Twitter. But like people talking all this trash. No, I wouldn't say trash, but like just a few comments here and there. But yeah, I feel like he's gonna be fired up. Let's say 4 touchdowns. And these are bold takes. So like when people, I had someone before when I made a bold take, and they're like, "You were wrong." I'm like, "Yeah, that's what a bold take is, bro. It's not like if I was."
You have like a 10% chance of getting it right. Calm down.
Yeah. But yeah, because the Vikings obviously have a good defense. So I'm not like saying like they're a bunch of chumps, you go out there light it up. But yeah, I think Jordan Love's gonna come to play if he's playing. And if he plays, he's ready to play. People say like, well, they should save him. Like they're not gonna be stupid with Jordan Love. They're not being stupid with him. All this talk about he could play. You know, that's a lot of that's just what they call gamesmanship. They're just like talking trash. I think last week it sounds like, according to reporters, that he was close to actually playing. So, and it makes sense that they would say, hey, let's just save him for the Vikings because the Titans are garbage.
You know it's serious when someone does this. The second this gets thrown up, you know it's serious.
Dude, I'm saying is like, dude, like they know, they watch the film like, hey, it's okay, Jordan. Take the week off. You know who their quarterback is? the guy they chose over, it's the guy that shows over Levis or Willis. See those names? See, they messed me up. Anyways, yeah. So NFC North.
How many interceptions do we have on a team as a team? And how many does McKinney have by himself?
McKinney has 3.
I don't know. I'm going to say like this game. How many? I'm saying how many do you predict?
Yeah, I think McKinney. I think it'll be tied.
4 for 4.
I think McKinney gets the interception. I feel it in my bones because it would be so awesome. 4 games, 4 interceptions, and then I would like to go back and like start gathering receipts of people who are mad about a signing because like that wasn't there a lot because most people know he was really good safety, but you know there's always people complaining. But yeah, I think he'll get one, and I think that someone else will get one.
I think
there'll be 2.
Now, if Xavier McKinney gets another interception this game, goes 4 for 4, I will get an X tattooed somewhere on my body. I'll make the deal. Mainly because I'm going anyways, and it's just very easy to be like, hey, can you just put 2 lines on me extra after this? But I'll get that somewhere on there.
How large?
I'll be honest with you, it's not going to be very large because I would have to explain that to my wife. But it'll be somewhere
on your forehead.
Done. No.
He's like, why do you always wear a beanie?
Yeah, I'll always have a hat on it.
All right. So you're saying if he gets the interception in this game, you're gonna get an X tattooed somewhere on you.
Yeah. Deal. Done deal.
All right.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm not gonna do that.
No, it's too late. I'm sorry. I should have said this. Me doing it meant we are doing it. That's on me. I should have clarified. We're doing it.
I'm not a big fan of needles. I have one tattoo. It's like a Packer monster stepping on a Bears helmet. It's like shattering. Yeah. But like the color's all gone. It's like old. It's like 20 years old. And it's like, I don't like needles. Like I should go get it cleaned up. Like, why? Who sees this thing? What am I all here flexing?
You should start.
Yeah, I should just be holding like, yeah. Check out my faded tattoo, bro. You don't have one like this. But yeah, so I think that's all we got now, dude. This was a good show. Did you like it?
Love it. I look forward to it. Like I said, that's why I texted you. Like, we're still on for tonight, right? Because I was like, if we aren't, I'm gonna go drink myself to sleep. Yeah,
I do want to I was gonna do something here. All right, big shout to Nicolay Law. They're also a sponsor. All right, you get injured in a car accident, your insurance company is trying to wiggle with you, not give you what you do. Nicolay Law steps in there and they help you out, help you get what you deserve. And you're probably not hurt right now, but someday, hopefully not. But if you are, NicolayLaw.com. They he's a guy you can drink with, but also is a really good lawyer. What are the odds?
That's the both worlds.
It's like the only person besides like Saul Goodman. And I don't think he drank that much ever on that show. He should have, because he was always scared. Anyways.
I'm thinking about it. I don't think he really did.
No, he didn't, because he was always freaked out. He was always like near death. Anytime he was on TV, they were like always in some dilemma over on Breaking Bad. Anyways, NicolayLaw.com. They're what you need if you get hurt in an accident, because the lawyers, dude, they try to get you. Not the lawyers, the insurance companies. The lawyers help you.
Bad lawyers, unlike
except for the other one.
Yeah, they'll get you. Nicolay Law won't do that.
We are good at this promo things, you know what I mean? But dude, I got so many songs over here. We're gonna play a song, have a song played to play us out. You want to hear it? This is a brand new. I just made this today. Right?
Oh, yeah.
My world of bone GI. We keep sure every techniques is for my chefs. Spotless bells and I'm all that for gold star. I should say Pinkerton crop to what's up, to what's smart. Go pack, go, can't stop. Touchdown Packers, feeling stop. Training, read, can't cop. Touchdown Packers, feeling gain no more room to ride a 42. As I'm slowing to pop this on my hand cool.
Hey, right?
Is this Drake? Sounds just like him. Must be.
AI.
Go pack, go, can't stop. Touchdown Packers, feeling stop.
All right, we're gonna get out of this thing. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Go pack, go.
Feeling
Now we're out.
if you're viewing,
Get me in the house.